that you've got some background in Uwajima, let's talk about living here. First off, this is Inaka, which means the small town, which has its perks. Number one, cost of living is very low. Speaking of which, let's talk about your apartment. Typically, you'll pay no more than $500. Now, the size of the apartment may vary, but this is your typical apartment size. Things to know about your apartment: to turn on the hot water, you must switch on the water heater. It's this little thing right here. Also, the bathroom and toilet are usually in separate rooms, and typically the kitchen is tiny, which means very little counter space. Also, check your burners. You'll either have a gas burner or an IH burner. The IH burner takes special pots and pans, so just be aware of that before you buy pots and pans. Everything in Uwajima is usually a short bike ride away. There are 4 larger supermarkets which will take no more than 15 minutes from anywhere in the city. They are Ebifuji, Kitafuji, Sunshine, and Shimbashi. Kitafuji is the largest, followed by Ebifuji. Sunshine and Shimbashi is the smallest. Ebifuji and Kitafuji have deals. On Tuesdays, all meats that includes chicken and pork and red meat are on sale. I would suggest signing up for a membership card at one of the supermarkets. It's free and it will save you money. If you want some cheap bentos or pre-cooked food, head over to any supermarket at around 5 p.m. They drop to about half price. If you're looking to get some great produce at cheap prices and also get some local products, you're wanting to check out Kisaya Hiroba. You can also help out and support the local farmers and fishermen by buying products here. Now, the convenience store is the greatest thing about Japan. It's open 24/7 and has everything you would need or want. Sangs and Lawson are the 2 franchises here in Uwajima, and you can find them all over Uwajima. Speaking of everything and anything you would need, if you want to save some money and get some decent things, you should check out a Hyakuen shop or the dollar store. There is one next to Ebifuji, and there is one in Shimbashi in the upper levels. Now, as for drugstores, they're everywhere. They have better prices on tissues and toiletries, and they're usually open pretty late. Lady Drug is pretty good. It's open till 9 and is right next door to a McDonald's, which is open 24/7. There are in fact 2 McDonald's in Uwajima, the other being in the Kitafuji shopping area. There you will find another American favorite, KFC, as well as a Baskin-Robbins, a donut shop, an udon shop, Italian restaurant, and a Donto's, which has great lunch and dinner sets for decent prices. There are loads of places to get food and drinks in Uwajima. If you want some great ramen, Raguma and Shinotora are great. I prefer Raguman's ramen and gyoza, but Shinotora has great lunch and dinner sets. Not far from Raguman is Daisuke Udon, a place where they charge by the bowl. You pay around $3 to fill the bowl with as much udon as you can. Sides are sold separately. Shinotora Ramen is next door to Ebifuji, and within that area you'll find a yakiniku restaurant and another Donto's. If you need electronics, there's a Deo Deo next to Kitafuji, and across the street is a DVD rental shop. Just remember, if you are from the US, Japan is region 2 and is not compatible with USA DVD players. As for clothes, you can find clothes at Kitafuji, but if you want great stuff, you're better off going to Uniqlo. They have the best prices and a great selection. Only problem, it is very difficult to get to without a car. Now, the shopping area, the Shotengai, has a few things in it, and it's a great place to walk around. Just remember, many of the stores in the Shotengai close at 5. There are, however, a few good bars and restaurants in the Shotengai and around that area. If you are willing to drop some cash, Miwa and Wabisuke are great places. Miwa is a tofu restaurant and is worth trying. Wabisuke gives you traditional Uwajima food and it tastes incredible. Not far from the Shotengai, you can find Grado, a great bar that has really good pasta and pizza. Close by is Uwajima Basho. It's an awesome yakiniku place, which also has a beef nabe that is a mountain of beef. When it comes to entertainment and nightlife, there's karaoke, bars, hostess bars, and pachinko. Everyone goes to karaoke. There are several, but just keep in mind, if you're hitting up a karaoke bar every night, your bank account will slowly disappear. If you're hitting up hostess bars and pachinko parlors every night, you will be broke within 1 week. Speaking of money, it's important to remember the ATMs here close. Now at the Board of Education, there is an ATM area which has an ATM for all the banks in Uwajima. These will all close at 5 o'clock. The ones at the bank, supermarket, and train station usually close at 7, so be careful. If you need to take out cash, do it earlier in the day. Also keep in mind that it is rare to find a place that takes credit cards. It is even more difficult to find a place that takes foreign credit cards. Also, your bank card is not a debit card. It cannot be used as a credit card. It is simply for banking. Now, some of the more frightening things living in Japan are going to the doctor, going to the dentist, and getting a haircut. Now, as for the haircut, Bullfight is where I usually go. It's the only place in Uwajima that's 1,000 yen or $10. I would not recommend this place for women. For that, you might want to check with your female coworkers. As for your medical issues and your dental issues, it's best to talk to people at the BOE. They will help you out. There is one dentist, however, in the area that most ALTs go to. One of the assistants speaks English. It's Matsuda. Okay, it's right next to the BOE.